What you basically saw in the first half of the year, you saw still a slight growth. You see now what we anticipate going forward is it's going to be stable, slightly growth. So that is an environment that we will be active in. And so that's an environment that banks will have to be operating in. And banks, for example, like BNP Paribas, that is focused rather on the corporates, rather on the collateralized businesses, that reflection of that in the cost of risk should be contained. That is why we basically said that on the cost of risk, we would not have more than 40 basis points. So that's a bit what we see. So it's a moment where, as a company, and we in particular, but again, I'm talking for BNP Paribas in this environment, we are close to our customers. We are there in the needs they have. It can be in growth. It can be in other ambitions they pursue. And so we are really ready to stand by our clients.
It seems like the ECB is going to pause its rate hikes. What does that mean for banks, for BNP? And do you see other headwinds coming your way?
Well, we'll see what the ECB decides later today. But intrinsically, the main thing what they want to avoid is that this rise in inflation would trigger runaway interest rates and therefore go back to a period like we know in the 70s and the 80s. And we all always heard that that is not what they want to do. So they want to avoid that runaway inflation. And so with what you see that inflation might be starting to taper off, well, we'll see what they come up with. But I see that being their core activity, and that is their core focus that they will continue to do.
The economic outlook is darkening. We see a multiple geopolitical crisis now. Jamie Dimon last week from JP Morgan, your competitor, said last week that this may be the most dangerous time the world has seen in decades. And of course, there's worries about the impact on energy prices because of the crisis in the Middle East, food costs, etc., etc. So I just want to have your view on how you see the current events and the impact on the global economy potentially.
Listen, the key concern for the global economy is what happens to oil and gas prices, and that is what we'll see. But the magnitude is difficult to estimate.